Our Fantasy Baseball Dynasty Rankings got its first update since April, and as expected, there are some big movers. Besides 2023 MLB draftees Paul Skenes of the Pirates, Dylan Cruz of the Nationals, and Wyatt Langford of the Rangers debuting inside the top 100, there were two other players who jumped from off the list all the way into the top 100, Matt McLain of the Reds and Masataka Yoshida of the Red Sox. McLain just missed getting ranked in April in what was then a top 400. We expanded the list to 500 in our latest update. The 23-year-old Reds shortstop didn't debut for Cincinnati until May 15th, but he's been flat-out sensational from the get-go, batting .302 with 45 runs, 10 homers, 35 RBIs, and 8 steals in just 58 games. The UCLA product had fallen in the prospect rankings due to some struggles in AA in the form of a .232 average and a 28.1% strikeout rate. It quickly became apparent this season that he had remedied those problems as he batted .348 with just a 19.7% strikeout rate in 38 games in AAA before getting the call. Teammate Elly De La Cruz gets most of the attention, but it's McLain who has grabbed the starting shortstop gig in Cincinnati and ran with it. Now entrenched in an explosive lineup playing half his games in a bandbox and with a tremendous power speed package, McLain skyrocketed to number 49 in the Dynasty rankings. Yoshida was coming to MLB from Japan on a 5-year, $90 million contract, but there were enough tepid reviews on a presumed lack of power and speed to go with a premium hit tool that the 30-year-old outfielder failed to make our April top 400. Yoshida has shown more pop than anticipated with 11 homers and a .498 slugging percentage to go with a surprising success on the base paths, going 7 for 7 on stolen bases. The hit tool has been as good as advertised, as Yoshida has a .314 average with a .377 OBP, leading to 51 runs and 50 RBIs. With Fenway Park again playing like one of the best offensive venues and Yoshida usually batting second or cleanup, he catapulted up to number 93. There are 9 other players in the top 100 who jumped at least 100 spots. Junior Caminero of the Rays has risen to number 2 in our weekly updated Roto Prospects Top 500 rankings, combining for a .944 OPS with 16 homers between High A Bowling Green and AA Montgomery. And the 20-year-old third baseman shot up 257 spots to number 52. Christian Encarnacion Strand of the Reds dominated AAA with 1,042 OPS and 20 homers before getting the call to Cincinnati and hitting an upper deck homer in his second MLB game, leading to a 221-spot rise to number 98. Kodai Senga of the Mets came over from Japan on a 5-year, $75 million deal, and the 30-year-old right-hander has put up a .336 ERA with a 29.7% strikeout rate, resulting in a 196-spot leap to number 96. Josh Young of the Rangers has made himself the favorite to win AL Rookie of the Year by batting .271 with 19 homers, 62 runs, and 58 RBIs, and the 25-year-old third baseman vaulted up 145 spots to number 51. Taj Bradley of the Rays has shown enough around 2 stints in AAA with an impressive 89-21 strikeout-to-walk ratio in 66 1/3 innings, despite a .529 ERA for Tampa Bay, that he flew up 129 spots to number 84. Francisco Alvarez of the Mets has taken over as the starting catcher in New York with 19 homers and a .522 slug to go with a .241 average, leading to a 116-spot rise to number 62. Royce Lewis of the Twins showed enough between his return from a second ACL surgery on his knee and a strained oblique, with a .326 average and 4 homers in 26 games for Minnesota to surge up 112 spots to number 69. Felix Bautista of the Orioles has been the most dominant closer in baseball with a .0.96 ERA, 26 saves, and a ridiculous 50.3% strikeout rate, resulting in a 110-spot rise to number 78. Joe Ryan of the Twins has a sparkling 141-22 K to BB in 118 1/3 innings with a .388 ERA and 1.05 WHIP, helping the 27-year-old right-hander jump up 107 spots to number 63. With all those big risers, there had to be some big fallers too, and there are 5 players who fell at least 100 spots. Alek Manoah of the Blue Jays has gone from finishing 3rd in the AL Cy Young voting last year to a disgusting 6.18 ERA and 1.84 WHIP that resulted in a stint in the minors, leading to a 203-spot drop to number 247. Vaughn Grissom of the Braves was sent to AAA out of spring training after failing to win the starting shortstop job and had no homers or steals in a 19-game stint for Atlanta, resulting in a 135-spot fall to number 229. Tim Anderson of the White Sox has hit the wall in his age 30 season by batting just 236 with no homers and 9 steals, and he plummeted 114 spots to number 181. Dalton Varsho of the Blue Jays has struggled after coming over from Arizona in an offseason trade with a 214 average, and even worse for Dynasty, it looks like he'll lose catcher eligibility as he's playing exclusively in the outfield, leading to a 109-spot drop to number 195. Jacob deGrom of the Rangers had all his recent injuries catch up to him and had his second Tommy John surgery, resulting in a 109-spot fall to number 158. If we're looking for lessons learned from this update, all 11 of the biggest risers had no more than 1 year of MLB experience, so that's why we keep such a close eye on prospects, rookies, and recent graduates.
It's been a great night to this point, but that is a sight.